Hello City, welcome back to the channel. It's a girl Vermo, and I'm back with another reaction video. Today I'm just reacting to the officer Tatum. If you haven't seen any of my reaction to his videos, click the link above. And this is white college students deprogrammed in under a minute on white privilege. Can't wait to get into the video, but before we get started, we have some amazing people watching us for the first time. If you are new to the channel, hello, I'm Vera. I do reaction videos. If it's something that you love, why not join Vera City? If you subscribe button below, turn on the post notification bell so you can always be the first person to know whenever any video drops. And that's, guys, let's go.
I grew up as a white man, and you're the exact opposite, you know? And so it's like my experiences are going to be different from yours.
How come?
I think, there's a thing of like white privilege.
What privileges do you have that I don't have?
Oh, wow, you're getting me good.
Well, that was fast.
Really fast.
This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com, ladies and gentlemen. We have an exclusive discount on this particular jacket. We have the black version, the red version, and also this gray jacket. Premium jacket. I'm making premium merch specifically for the Tatum brand line. So if you go on right now, you can see it. It has this embroidered Tatum right here for the Signature Tatum brand, and then also a leather patch. I'm telling you guys, I've tested this in the washer and dryer. Dry clean this jacket. This is a real leather patch here. If you dry it, it's gonna have the leather is gonna fold around the edges. So dry clean this jacket when you get it. It is a premium jacket. Great material on the inside, pockets on the inside, zip up pockets on the side. This is probably the coldest jacket you're gonna be able to buy on the market, in my personal opinion, for only $95. But for the time being, we're having a discount, 30% off. If you put in jacket 30, you'll get 30% off this jacket. Do it now because we don't have a lot of jackets left. And so jacket 30, get you 30% off this jacket. Like and subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live or make a video. Make sure you still subscribe, like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the quickest and most effective way to end the discussion on white privilege. This is it. You don't need to talk about it. No, you ain't to argue with nobody. There's no person that can overcome this beatdown and proving why white privilege is a complete myth, in my opinion. Now, shout out to the young lady, Sav. I think her name is Sav with one N. Sav with one N. Her link is right here. The right wing angel, Oliver Mack. Shout out to Oliver Mack for putting out all the good content. I like reviewing the stuff that he put out there. So, with that being said, let's watch this clip. The obliteration of the term white privilege in under 1 minute. Roll the clip.
A white man, and you're the exact opposite, you know? And so it's like my experiences are going to be different from yours.
How come?
I think, there's a thing of like white privilege.
What privileges do you have that I don't have?
Oh, see, that's the question I keep asking myself, because like in this day and age, like all the laws, I say all the laws, you know, it's hard to speak on something I'm not fully knowledgeable of, so like I'm sorry if I like make a mistake in saying this, but it's Don't
you think it's a problem in society when white people think that they have more privileges than brown or black people?
Yeah, and I think that's sort of the agenda that's pushed off, because personally, it's like, not that I think I'm more privileged than anyone else, because I had to work to get where I was, and that's like the...
So why do you have that mentality immediately where you kind of apologize to me, like, let's talk about privilege, let's talk about I'm a white man in America, so we could have grown up differently.
I got you.
Why is that your first initial reaction to me as a brown woman?
Wow, you're getting me good. See, these are the kind of conversations that I love having. And I think it comes from a place of like, I wouldn't say caution, but like in this day and age, people are so quick to judge and react and cancel. And so I guess it's that like caution to go into an interview like this. I'm like, I don't know where we're at, but now I know where we're at, and I can like go for real.
Now, let me say this, because I shout out to this young man. In no way, form, or fashion am I, bashing him or making him look, because I felt like he was incredibly honest, and I know exactly where he's coming from. You gotta watch what you do depending on what interview, because he see a brown girl and he think it's woke. So he gotta follow the wokeness. And I would argue that most people in our generation don't believe this stuff, and they know it's bullcrap. But they have to follow the woke. They have to follow in lockstep, or people will cancel them and get mad at them and call them a racist. But listen, white privilege is a made-up term that people find.
Colossians chapter 4, verse 6. It reads, "Let your conversation be always full of grace, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how to answer everyone." Now, back in Paul's day, they didn't.
That they can gain leverage by expounding or expressing. They can gain leverage politically, and they can gain leverage emotionally. Because if they were to say there's this proverbial white privilege, therefore it absolves you of any of your failures. If you're a black person in America and you failing and you ain't getting a good job and you failing at life, you sucking at life, you don't need to look in the mirror. Because there ain't nothing you can fix on your own. It's the white man. It's white privilege. The reason you don't have what your neighbor has is because you black and they white. It ain't because they work way harder than you and that they stayed out of trouble. They're not in the criminal justice system. They haven't had kids out of wedlock. They got married. They got an education. None of that matters. It's just because they're white and you black. I wish that people would understand that this is a tool and mechanism that the left does in order to keep us separated so they can pick us apart. They want the black man to not talk to the white man. They don't want you to partner with him, because if you partner with him, y'all will realize that they the problem. Y'all will realize that they're the ones push Jim Crow. The government enforced Jim Crow, encroached on people and enforcing a law that I would argue that people really may or may not even want it to be in place. The government was responsible. Just like you look at the Democrat Party, and people, it's funny to me that like educated black folks support the Democrat Party. Now, if you're not educated, I get it. You can get tricked emotionally. But if you're educated, Democrat Party was the party of slavery. Do we not forget that? The 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment, the freedom of slaves, the right to vote or the citizenship, and then the right to vote were all unanimously voted on by Republicans. Democrats were not unanimously in favor of it. Civil Rights Act, Democrats were not unanimously in favor of it. It was the Republicans. And I don't understand why people are falling short on this. The filibuster, I think it was the longest filibuster in history, was against the Civil Rights Act by the Democrats. And then they say the party switched. No, they didn't. What you mean they switched? You mean there was a light switch that went boop, boop, and then they all of a sudden people woke up and like, now I'm a Democrat now. I'm a Republican now. That's not how they making up stuff. The Dixiecrats, 2 people, one in the Senate, one in the House, switched parties. That was the only Republicans that switched to Democrats, or Democrats that switched to Republicans. That were racist. Only 2 people. That was the big switch. No, it's not. Go look at the worst cities to live in as a black person in America, all run by Democrat. It's the same soup warmed over. They were enthralled in slavery. They were the reason slaves existed in America. Republicans were against slavery. Then you go down the list, you say Jim Crow. Democrats were for Jim Crow in the Jim Crow South. Democrats. And then you go to today, you say the worst cities in the conditions that black people are complaining about being in, you keep voting for Democrats. And Democrats are running your cities. Your education system is not as good. The Democrat is running your city, not the Republicans. But you know, that's just me. I'm glad that Savvy destroyed the argument, not the person, but the argument. Because there's no legitimate argument for white supremacy in the United States of America. There is no white supremacy. White people have to get up off there and work too. My wife didn't have no privilege. Matter of fact, I had more privilege than she did. I had a full scholarship. She had to pay for her school. Her parents didn't just have a silver spoon handed to them. Her father's a police officer, worked hard his whole life. In law enforcement like I'm in law enforcement. He's a first responder like my dad. My dad was a firefighter. Still is. Ain't nobody got nothing handed to him just because you white, just because you black. If you ask me, I'm going to be honest, I think there's a privilege of being black in America today. And then everybody's scared to say nothing about you.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Whoa, white privilege. You see, this is I can't even count. This is like the third or fourth video I am watching about white privilege, and they are unable to prove the white privilege. They are unable to prove it. Okay, white privilege exists. How? Prove it. Yet these people are unable to prove it. And probably it might be scared of being honest. Well, we never can tell, but I don't even think there's anything like such as white privilege. He said, if anything, there is black privilege. And some people say because I feel like I'm privileged by my work peers, so I feel like there is white privilege or there is black privilege. So I just feel like most of us are brainwashed by the society. There's nothing like white privilege. Everybody is given the same opportunities. Nobody is doing anything because of your skin color. If anything, it's even the black privilege. Like you said, like, you know, they don't want to be, they don't want anybody to call them a racist, because once it's involving black people, they'll be like, I don't want problem. If you come for a job, they would employ you. You know, they'll be like, oh, I don't want any issues. I don't want anyone to drag me and stuff like that. And this whole black white situation, it's so sad, you know, seeing younger generations being brainwashed about it. They are so scared. And you know, what do you guys think about this video? I would love to hear your thoughts. Comment down below. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and please share this video. And if you're new to the channel, curiosity, hit the subscribe button below, turn on the post notification bell so you can always be the first person to know whenever a new video drops. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in my next one. Love you. Bye.